Hey Golf Gang, and welcome back to another video in this simulated league start project using a heist build that was linked on TFT Discord in the heist channel. I've been running it effectively as a league start using the information that from the person that gave me the idea of running endless heist in the first place, and that being spending 2 to 3 hours doing 59 to 60 endless heists, or enough to make 30-40 odd chaos, somewhere around there, 50 chaos, and then leveling back up to 66-67, running blueprints and contracts there until you get a chunk of exalted orbs, and then from there pretty much leveling up and starting maps. But I've hit a bit of a bump. I have been playing it properly. We've had a few drops that I was able to get a few chaos for. I was going to show you some gems, etc. I sold everything out of all the tabs. Out of here, all this was sold. You see there's not much left in there. That's just what I've got from the last few contracts I've been running. I emptied the essence tab. These are what I've picked up. Same with the fossils. I emptied everything and sold it to myself to gain enough currency to put a sovereignty on the Ashes of Stars. I had to change the gems levels because obviously I had a double stat strength intelligence amulet at 20 plus 24. So I had to change the gems. My advice is not to pick up one of those amulets in leveling. Just stick with an onyx amulet so your gems get to a level and effectively get stuck because of stat starve. This build is very stat starved. I might have to change the PB and have a look at it to see how we go about getting more strength and intelligence. The reason being is where we're at now, we kind of need to drop the hoop of all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with keeping it. It does satisfy attributes and elemental resistances, but there are better rings out there once we head to maps. So that would need to come off, and the Hero's Bite would need to come off for a better bow, a broadhead bow, quiver, sorry, the implicit 10 attack speed one. I think it's what's it. At which point, as you can see, we are extremely stat starved. I believe we are needing 40 odd intellect and about 30 odd strength. So that would probably be solved by a belt, getting either a heavy belt with a higher strength roll, it's only 6 off, so probably better off getting a Stygian Vice with a high strength roll, open suffix to craft on strength and intelligence, and then res that way, and then using the ring slot here to get more reses, or just keep the Hoop of All on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You could take Hero's Bite, this setup, through to maps. It should be fine. Just be aware that at some point you're going to need to drop those to carry on. It depends how much currency you make during the endless heists and when you want to re-roll. So, however, this is where we get to the sticking point now. We come up with a bit of a snag. At this point, if I was doing this as a true league start, I would probably be end of day 1, possibly beginning of day 2, after about a 3, maybe 4 hour nap, somewhere around there. I have IRL responsibilities, so I can't always go right the way through and play a solid 24, 36 hours. So, but we dropped an Arakali's Fang. Right now it's worth 30C, but on POA Ninja, go to economy, look up Arakali's Fang. Oh, actually, I'll show you. It's going to be quicker, possibly. Have I got one open? No. Bookmarks, POE Ninja, bring it up. Here we are, POE Ninja, up here to economy, Arakali's Fang. Click here, we look at end of day 1, day 2. So it's like 500C, just there. Now if we look at the price of Exalted Orbs at the same time, Exalted Orb, there we go. They are about 70C. So, if we take quick calculated guess and say 475 divided by, say 75. No, I did that wrong. Whoops. 475 divided by 75 works out at about 6.5, 7 exalted orbs, depending on exactly where everything sits. At that stage, a Queen of the Forest 6 linked on day 4, day 3 to 4, was 150 chaos. More than enough with our 7 exalted orbs to buy that and really either pimp out this build or alternatively straight into a reroll. So here endeth the experiment really. This build works. It does the job. You can earn a massive amounts of money. You might even get lucky. I got where do we go? 20% sigil of power, lightning tendrils. There's another one somewhere. Smite. I think, did I get another one, or was it just those? Just those 3. That's 3, 20% gems. A sigil of power, I know that's not great, but lightning tendrils went meta. Smite goes meta for the aura stackers. So there could be quite a lot of money worth there as well. Also within that money we'd earned, we'd have been able to pick up an Enlighten level 1 or 2 if there's any around. I haven't checked. Whack on the GCPs and off we went. At this point the build works. It does the job. I need to kind of rebalance all my tabs, put them back together again. I will continue to play this character because I'm really enjoying it, whether I do Heist and take it all the way through Heist, or whether I go into maps, do some maps, see how it goes. I will provide updates every couple of days or so. I know Gauntlet's on, so as for the POB, I need to do some rough changes to it, see if we can fix the stat starvation bit somehow, just while we level and get some decent gear, or we'll just stay. Oh, hello. Just stay with the setup there. Let's just make this sail. Where is it? Where is it? Which one was it? Oblivion. There it is. Bing. Trade that to them. There we go. Take it. There we go. Thank you. Enjoy. There we go. That's made that person famous in my video. As I was saying, yeah, the build works. You got to be careful of your stats. It is a bit stat starved. I'll have a look at the POB, see if we can figure out the stats without keeping Heroes Bite, because as you go into I mean this setup is, there's nothing wrong with it, but these two specifically you could do you'd be looking at a Vermilion ring once you hit level 80 for more life if you're going to go that far with this build, and then the Heroes Bite you'll be better off getting the, I think it's the Broadhead quiver now with the implicit 10% extra attack speed, because the area of effect from Heroes Bite for the Toxic Rain it actually makes it worse, so we don't really want that, but it does get you this far. Where am I at with my tree at the moment? We're here. We've just gone up to get Mage Bane, so we're fully spell suppressed, so the robots in the tunnels no longer affect us. We put a point here to get more life, and we took the point here for the withered effect because we've got Withering Touch as part of our Toxic Rain setup. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this build. As you've just seen, I've now got 5 Exalted Orbs. I probably won't spend it all on this character. There isn't a pre-coloured Queen of the Forest, so what I might do is end up buying a fair few Jewelers and Fusings to get this done and linked. I don't even know if I've got the 6-link recipe on League. Some will have somewhere. Oh yes, I do. Here we go. So I'm going to need a fair amount of sockets and jewelers to get this thing done. I might just settle for a 5-link and leave out the clarity, because it's supposed to be Where are we? Defiance, Banner, Determination, Malevolence, Grace, Clarity, and then the level 3 Enlighten. We'll see how we get on. I will do a couple of updates, maybe other day or so, because of Gauntlet's on at the moment, and I know people are interested in that. But yeah, the synopsis is this build works. Full kudos to the Discord user in TFT on the Heist channel who posted this build. They were using a Mage Blood and Resistance flasks, and then I believe a Bottle Faith, I want to say. Obviously I've had to change it because I don't have a Mage Blood. And it works. This is a much cheaper version, but it still works. It does the job. Deaths. Died 14 times. One of those was on very early on in the Act 1 in the caves, where I get frozen, surrounded and died. Another one was in the next set of caves where you get those little things that run at you and explode. Again, got frozen, those things imploded and died. I died on Innocence once. That's 3. I can't remember where the other deaths, but most of them were pre-Act 6, I think, before the build really got going. I mean, we are a raider, but we've got very squishy life. Even on the level 100 POB tree, we end up with 4.3k life, so we haven't got a lot of life, considering. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little project of mine, this mini-series. I will be doing more updates, but that will be in the 3.17 playlist, rather than the Simulated League. Might actually also put it in the Heist, because it is a Heist build. Keep a lookout. Watch me on Twitter, Garth412. YouTube, well, you're already here. I am on Discord as well, Garth412. I do have a Twitch channel, but I stream very irregularly. Unless I get viewers and chatters, I don't have the patience to sit there and stream to an empty room. Your support is very much appreciated. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'll let you know.